All right. Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 58. I can't believe it. The Carl Peppers episode. You know Carl Peppers?
Carl Peppers. I know Carl Banks.
Carl Banks. Oh, did I just mess that up already? Delete. Start over. No, I'm kidding. Episode 50. I'm a Giants fan too. Sad. Carl Banks.
Yeah, no
and what was
doubt.
Pepper's first name?
Peppers. I forgot what number he was. Junior with some. I forgot it already.
Look that up, Kyle. Holler at me. Owen. Episode 58. Feeney Talks with Friends. My name is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Our mission is to help children and families that have heartbreak or tragedy. I use this podcast called Feeney Talks with Friends, and I talk to wonderful people in the community that are doing great things. Today's guest is an amazing friend. He's a friend. We go way back. When? 6th grade? 7th grade?
Middle school for sure. Yeah.
Middle school. He was my groomsman. We went to the Army National Guard together. He threw me a 2-point conversion. That's my quarterback. Just to review episode 57, we had Andrew Arbo on from Driving with Autism. Fantastic interview. Check him out. Andrew's doing great things in the community. Episode 57. But again, man, I'm really excited. I'm nervous and excited. This is going to be a really good podcast. 58. We're in 11 Sycamore Way in Branford, Connecticut.
Yes, sir.
We're at the Direct Line Media headquarters. Dave and Owen and Kyle in the other room. You're in for a treat. You're in for a show. We're going to have a concert after this. Dylan and his band. You want to talk about your band, D?
Sure. Higgins and The General. We play rock and roll. You know, all types of influences, original tunes. We're going to play 4 originals and 1 cover today.
Very good. Yeah, we'll get into those songs in a minute. Just what do you do for your work? Let's start there, and then we'll get into the fun stuff. You have a really interesting job, and I'm sure people will love to hear about it.
So for work, I sculpt and I paint custom prosthetics. We make custom silicone prosthetics, fingers, hands, toes, feet, legs, arms. We do it all. We sculpt them out of wax. So we'll go meet the patient and we'll do a consultation with them, and we'll take an impression of their sound side, which is uninjured or unaffected side.
Gotcha.
And then we'll take an impression of their injured side, or the residual limb, if you will. And then once we get that information, we bring it back to Bridgeport, Connecticut. So we'll go see them where they are. We travel to them. And then our labs in Bridgeport, we sculpt the limbs out of wax. Once we get the wax done to the proper size and texture, all the information is going to match their skin and everything. Once we get all that, we make a mold. And then once we have the mold, we pour liquid silicone into a thin, clear glove. And then we'll schedule another appointment with the client. Yep. And then we'll sit with them and match their skin color, their skin tones with this, into this clear glove. And we get a good match, put it all together with more silicone, and then, the end result is it blends right in with their skin.
Like how precise? How,
it's never going to be perfect because your skin, the blood flows through the skin, so the color is going to shift. For instance, I'm going to do a quick trick right here. So I'm going to get one hand flush and one's up, one's down.
Oh, you got the blood flowing.
So then one's a little more red, one's a little...
All right.
So, you'll never get it exactly, but what we try to do is get this middle ground where it just blends in while they're living their life, while they're talking, while they're just, living.
Very cool.
And a lot of times they'll get more use out of their hand or their foot when they have our device. So it's a good thing.
And it won't stand out. A lot of people are really conscious of it and maybe hide it and keep it concealed, but where there can be feel free and open. Oh, that's so cool. And don't you do custom tats on these things too? Or?
I don't personally, but we do at our company. We've got a guy that's really good at that. Yeah, and that has to go on first, and then the paint goes behind it. So because everything is in reverse order. It's pretty interesting.
Gotcha. And how long you been doing this?
13 years.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No, you've always been, slightly. You're a talented dude. You are musically talented, artistically talented, and somewhat of an athlete. You got it going on. So come on in. Who's this guy?
That's Rick Landino.
Hey.
Rick in the house. Rick.
Got an issue. I got a little issue outside.
Okay.
It's one of the neighbors.
Oh, oops. Podcast. So Rick's got an issue.
Okay.
Oh, Rick. Our motto, be a good friend.
Yep.
Pick up the trash, hold the door, give a compliment, be charitable. What makes Rick a good friend?
What makes Rick a good friend? We've known each other now over 20 years.
Sorry, I gotta
Yep.
interrupt.
Yep.
Where are your keys? I gotta move your truck.
Okay.
Where'd you park?
All right, guys.
What happened? I parked in front of something?
Yeah, I should have let you know, but it's a Sunday or Saturday, so I didn't think about it. But there's a guy back there.
Yeah, I figured it. Yeah, I figured like no one was here.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Right on.
All right, sorry for the interruption.
You keeping it rolling? You gonna cut that? Yeah, they don't cut that. Keep. Feeney can't park. There's no. Let's be real though. That didn't say no parking.
No.
Can Rick drive?
Yeah. He'll be
Trusting
fine.
him with the Black Beauty,
It's
all
good.
black Dodge Ram.
Yeah, no doubt.
You saw the new baby?
You'll be all right. Yeah, I did. It's dope.
So yeah, we go way back. Where do you want to go on first? When we were North End Middle School, Wilby High School, How about
Whatever.
that the over/under on Feeney brings up the 2-point conversion.
No
what do you
doubt,
think that
no
was
doubt.
on? Minute 5, minute
Yeah,
10?
yeah,
For
no
all
doubt,
those
no
fantasy
doubt.
football guys that are hopefully listening.
I knew that would come. Yeah, no doubt.
Do you remember how I remember it? My 2-point conversion?
I mean, it was epic, right?
Epic.
Yeah, exactly.
Where was it?
Kennedy High School.
Yes.
On their
What was the play?
sad field, there was a practice field.
Yes.
Yes.
Greatest day of my life. That ball came straight up, straight down. I caught it. I ran off the field. Coach Winchesky goes, Feeney. I'm like, He goes, we need that ball to kick off. I thought someone was going to put it in like a container like Emmitt Smith and
Yeah.
have it forever.
Label it, date it. Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
So then we joined the Army National Guard.
Yes.
Went away.
Yep. Soldier medics.
Fort Lost in the Woods.
Fort Lost in the Woods, no doubt.
Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri
Yep.
for our medic training. Oh, no, excuse me, for Army basic training.
Yeah, basic, yeah.
And then we went to Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio, Texas.
Yep.
Great time. And we went to the Alamo Dome.
Yes, sir.
Saw Michael Jordan score his 25th thousand point
For $5.
for $5, last seat in the house. So no, it's great. You are, we haven't seen each other in a long time, but you will always be a good friend to me.
Absolutely.
And again, we've been through it all, and just you're in my groom's party, and you're a good friend. So I appreciate you coming on. I'm really excited for after. I'm very excited now to talk with you, but even more excited for the show. So stick around after we close out and say be a good friend. Stay tuned for a special concert. Like he said, he's going to play 5 songs. All right, so let's get right into Higgins and The General. You saw my shirt?
Yes, sir.
How classic is this?
That is
How far do you
classic.
think this goes back?
That goes back to, I think, 2007. No
2007.
doubt. 2007, 2008, something like that. I did an event at Christopher Martin's. We used to do a lot of charity events once a year at Christopher Martin's for Relay for Life. That's in New Haven, Connecticut. It's a pub and restaurant. And for those shows, I would make those and help raise some money. And I still have the screen at home. I got to print off a few more.
Oh, you can do the printing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually hand painted that one.
So you put the screen and then you paint it on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you get the symbols?
The symbols, well, so the skull, the winged skull, is like a death's head from old burial ground markers. I used to work on them. So after college, I started by doing like monument restoration.
Could see that or no? Yeah, you could. Okay, sorry.
So after college, I went and did monument restoration. I worked on, and we also worked on gravestones and stuff from 1500s, 1600s. And my favorite were the death's head.
Gotcha.
And then on the other 2 symbols, we got that's an hourglass, and then I don't know why.
Time is inevitable.
Exactly, time is inevitable. And then the other one is a pawn shop, because I live a pawn shop lifestyle. You know what I mean? I always have thrift stores and pawn shops, and those 2 symbols, the hourglass and the pawn shop one, I got those tattoos on the back of my arm. It was like kind of on a whim, but. So I just started using those symbols for the
You hit
band.
me with one of the best lines. You were like, Feeney, some people treat their body like a church. I treat my body like an amusement park.
It's true, man.
And I love it. So I'm wearing this on my chest. Do you have this somewhere on?
Yeah, I got
You wanna
the
show?
death's head I got on my chest. It's a little faded now.
Like in true rock star fashion. I love it. Body is an amusement park. So yeah, you are an art major at Southern.
Yes.
Oh, then we were roommates at Southern. Jeez,
Yes, sir.
Jeez, keeps
First
going.
semester. And then,
Amazing.
a semester and a half, because I snuck in a lot on the second semester at NEF.
Oh, yeah. I had a single
You had a single.
until you wanted to sleep over. They're like, yo, I thought D-Lock moved out. And I'm going to be referring to Dylan Locke a lot. Did I even introduce you, Dylan Locke?
I don't know, maybe not. I'm Dylan Locke.
Dylan Locke, a.k.a. D-Lock, a.k.a. Big D. And I got some pictures. Keep talking. Southern. So Dylan Locke.
Oh, we got props.
Oh, we got show and tell.
Here we go.
You just said something about Southern. And I showed.
Oh, Wu-Tang.
That's our dorm room.
Yes, sir.
That was our side. You made the Wu-Tang for me.
No doubt. Here we go with my dope
Young
tattoo.
D.
In my drawings. There we go. Nice.
Oh,
So that
again,
drawing right there, that's a copy I did in high school of a Frank Frazetta drawing called The Death Dealer. And I even put it on a back. It's matted on like blood splattered paper and stuff that I painted on there.
Oh, yep.
I did that in Dr. Sirica's class. I entered that into a contest for all different schools. I didn't even place. It was the best one there.
Of course.
But it was a copy. So, but Dr. Sirica said it was a bunch of garbage, so whatever.
And there's the tattoo. That's the first one.
Yep.
I was there for that.
Yep.
San Antonio, Texas.
No doubt. At the Tattoo Arcade. It was called the Tattoo Arcade. It was across the street from the Alamo. They had like 3 arcade games and dirty seats,
I think I played arcades while you got this done. I was pretty close.
Yeah, you were
I was
going to
get Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah, what I got, this is what I call it. It's kind of like, it's a tribal can opener or bottle opener or something like that,
Oh, yeah, right there. It's like,
yeah, no doubt.
no, classic. Yeah, and Jimi Hendrix.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah, it's my Jimmy drawing.
That was great. Let's just go. Oh, Dr. Sirico. So another thing I like to ask, me being a teacher, I'm in my 19th year.
Oh.
9 years teaching where I went to school at Kingsbury School. I'm in my 10th year at Wolcott School where my daughters went. Amazing. Do you have a favorite teacher?
Oh, yeah. I have a bunch of favorite teachers. Mr. Krill for sure was a big influence, rest in peace, Mr. Krill. I'm trying to think right now. And then at Southern, a huge influence was a guy named Olaf Zeidenberg. He was a sculpture professor. I ended up working for him a little bit too, and that guy was a huge influence on my life.
Is that when you were renewing sculptures around town?
No, this was at school.
Okay.
He was a professor. He was a great guy.
But he got you had a job though later on.
Yeah, I was like refurbishing greenhouses with him.
Okay.
And stuff like that, and I just learned a lot from the guy, just in life, and it's just a cool guy,
Dave Krill, hands down, one of my favorite teachers. I mentioned him many times on the podcast. Mrs. Jarrell, number one. Mr. Krill, number two.
Yep.
Our football coach.
Yep.
He was my tennis coach. He was our chemistry teacher.
Yep.
Just lived by a code of like a true gentleman, a real man, held you accountable with taking notes on the index cards.
Yep.
Something I learned from Mrs. Jarrell, but then he continued it and just... he woke up, he told us he woke up and did push-ups and sit-ups every morning. And now I'm like thinking, I'm an older guy now. And I feel like almost you have to do it.
Absolutely.
Almost out of self-care. You don't want to do it just to stay ripped. You're doing it so it doesn't hurt your back.
Exactly.
And he had a neck injury.
Yep.
He went to Dartmouth.
Yep. He went to Dartmouth, and he wasn't one of those rich kids, man. That was the story I loved to hear him, because you just had to, he worked so hard to get that,
Yeah, he was a pole vaulter.
Yeah.
And hurt his neck showing off on a trampoline in front of girls.
Yeah, so.
And he ended up marrying our home ec teacher from North End, Mrs. Martin, I think, Mrs. Martin. Oh, and it just came to me, Pepper Johnson.
There it is, Pepper Johnson. Yes.
And Carl Banks.
I think it
so
was
go
52.
back.
Was it 50? Something like that. I forget, but anyway.
So one of them's 58.
Carl Banks.
Carl Banks.
No
Darn
doubt.
it. And what did I say? Carl Peppers?
Yeah.
Bro, delete that.
Sergeant Peppers.
Sergeant Peppers. Waterbury. So we have a little highlight every time someone mentions Waterbury. Like, it's random sometimes how it happens, but born and raised in Waterbury, the biggest little city ever. Aren't you? How proud are you from being from the
So
Barry?
I wasn't born in the Barry, so I'm not like Barry,
Podcast is over. We're no longer friends. Remember all those things I said that we were
I
friends?
moved to the Barry in 3rd grade, though.
Okay.
So
All right.
I started off. I was technically born in Greenwich Hospital.
Oh boy.
No doubt, right? I think I was born in Greenwich Hospital because my mom thought it was going to make me rich. But
Like you leave with a silver spoon in your mouth.
No
It's like
doubt,
a rule.
no doubt. But but then you pawn it. But whatever. Anyway, so then we lived in Stanford for a while. Then we moved to Ridgefield, and I ended up in 3rd grade at Waterbury and stayed there for till college. You know.
And I got another picture of speaking of. Oh, so yeah, you were a groomsman in my wedding.
Yeah.
That's the crew.
No doubt. Sexy dudes right there.
Oh my God. Hunks. Oh, this is another great one.
Oh, yeah.
I went digging deep.
I don't have that guitar anymore. Wow. I was skinny too, though. All right. All the beer ads in the background, too.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Hopefully Dave will get these on. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, look, we're hanging out in front of the fan. I wonder what we're doing in front of the fan at the window
What?
of a dorm.
Yo, is that fan pointed in the opposite
Yeah,
direction?
it looks like Johnny Blaze, though, I'll tell you that.
Is that fan blowing out?
Yes. Yeah, that's San Antonio right there.
Yep. What are you on right now? What duty?
That's fire guard.
Yep.
That's the lamest duty ever.
Ah.
You just try not to fall asleep is all it is in
And
case
you
there's
get
a fire.
screwed. Like I used to have fire guard at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
You had to wake up at 5.
Right.
Sometimes I had it at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And you go to bed. You can't go back to bed because you wake up at 5 and
Nah.
you're screwed. So you slept for like 3 hours.
Yeah, it ruins like 3 days after that.
But then I started hustling fire guards. People were paying me $100 to pull their fire guard.
Nice.
So I would sometimes do like 2 or 3 for $100 cash. I don't know if that was truly legal. Best story too. We did a raffle at the Alamo Dome. Neil Diamond came to town. The barracks got like 10 tickets. There's 50 dudes in the barracks. Only 10 can go. Names, raffle. I win. I'm like, I don't know who Neil Diamond is. I mean, if this is Biggie or Wu or Nas, I'm going.
Right.
Neil Diamond, and then I sold it for like $75. Well, the drill sergeant, Feeney's an entrepreneur, is he? Selling stuff from the raffle. He made me give it back, give the ticket up, and give the money back.
Oh, that's great.
Lesson learned. Also, I turned 18 in an Army barracks.
Yes.
So, you know how you get 18 punches?
Yep.
Well, I got 18 punches from 100 people. So then they ran out of room. So I had 2 guys punching me in the arms, 2 guys punching me in the
How you gonna
legs.
tell them your birthday? That's a mistake right there. Oh boy.
It was, and then
Me and Jen. Wow, that's some young kids right there.
yeah, where are you at? You're at someone's wedding.
Oh wow, and I don't know whose, but yep.
I think it might be Stad's.
Gotta
or
be.
Jeff. Look how young you are.
I
Jeez.
know. Yeah, he was the first one to get married, right?
How's Jen?
She's good.
She's
She'll
coming,
be here
right?
today.
All
Yep.
right, can't wait.
Yep.
And then this is classic.
Yeah, let's go Mets backwards.
All types of STEM.
Yep, STEM.
Well, we had ESPN on our back, too.
Yeah, that's when we were hanging out with Cowbell Man.
Cowbell Man
Yup.
came by. We got on Sunday Night Baseball multiple times.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's our show and tell portion. So we got some sponsors. I got to thank. I should have done that earlier, too. Just excited to be here. We're in Branford. I drove 57 minutes to get here. We're on 11 Sycamore Way at Direct Line Media. None of this would be possible without our friends from Direct Line Media, Owen and Dave. Fantastic
Don't
person.
forget
Kyle.
Come on.
He's new to the squad. He's still got to earn his way. Kyle,
doubt,
I see you.
doubt.
Sponsored by Keating Agency Insurance, Gastro Park, West Hartford Locke, The Fix IV, Donut Crazy, Weehaw Brewing and Roasting, and that's it. So, speaking of which, we're going to get right into the music portion. West Hartford Locke sponsors this question. 3 keys that make you a great lead singer to a band, or what makes you great? 3 keys to being in a band.
All
Let's
right.
start there.
Let's start there. 3 keys to being in a band. You got to want to do it. You got to want to do it for the fun of it and for the love of it. And you got to like the people you're playing with. That's
Love, fun, and yeah,
so
camaraderie.
that's 2. And then I don't know. Yeah.
When did you first pick up a guitar? What was your first instrument?
So first instrument was saxophone in 3rd grade. The teacher wasn't very good. It didn't keep me motivated or anyone for that matter. So I didn't stick with that. And then I got at a tag sale. I got a guitar, but I didn't know how to tune it. So then I ended up pawning that so I could buy baseball cards. And then I don't know. Then years later, I was like, no, I still want to play guitar. And then I got one from my brother-in-law, and he taught me how to play a couple chords, and he gave me a tuner. And then I was able to play like a couple songs. And then my dad's friend, Mikey Mudry. You remember Mikey Mudry?
Yep, Mikey.
He used to party with Mikey Mudry, and Mikey would come over, and he was a good player. But, he liked his vodka, especially if it was 100 proof. So, like, at a certain point, I learned all Mikey had to teach me. But that was it. At least I was able to play songs and then play along with folks, and it was a good time.
So you taught yourself?
Pretty much,
Self-taught guitarist.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Always learning,
Now, you've always been talented. I remember you had it at our dorm, Neff Hall.
Yeah.
We were the Nepfugees.
Yeah,
at Neff Hall.
no doubt.
Great time. Great time.
Wonder what Big Nick's up to.
Big Nick.
Remember her?
Oh,
she was cool.
I loved her.
Yeah.
She was like Big Mama, like protected everyone.
Yep.
I think she defended me once. I forgot when and where.
I believe it.
Well, we used to prank phone calls. And
Yeah.
pranked my room, and she got on the phone and was like, do you know who I am? I will see you outside. Big Nick. And I was like, Big Nick. She came to got my back.
Exactly.
Right. Also, all right, so let me just shout out a couple of events because this is an important event. Well, I'll do some past ones. Well, first, let's talk about how was that golf tournament?
Oh, it's great.
Just last Saturday, Goodwin Park Golf Course.
Yeah. I'll tell you about it. So it was a great time, of course. Like, yeah, good event. It was even better because I actually was swinging it good.
Nice.
First time I played in like 7 years. I mean, I outdrove a couple players on my squad.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean.
How many of them?
Can I name names or?
Do it. Do it.
Well, there was one hole where I outdrove Stads. And then there was the next hole I outdrove Grenier.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Ow.
We use my shots, those ones.
Stop. You use D-Lock shot? Greeny.
Drives.
Use his drive.
But, I mean, I'm not really keeping track of that stuff, really. But
No.
But I mean,
no biggie. You just outdrove him. First time playing in 7
but
years.
I'm not going to get twisted. I had a good stretch for like 5 holes, and then I couldn't find it the rest of the day. But it was a good time.
That's golf for you, though.
Exactly.
You have it for 2, then you lose it for 10.
Yep.
And you get back for 1. Stad's outfit was pretty good.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. No, we had a great time, man.
100 golfers. It was a good time.
Yep.
Fox 61 did a little segment. We raised $10,000 for Rachel Webster. She's in Wethersfield. She has Ewing sarcoma. She just had her leg amputated, so she's going to get it. We're Team Rachel. We're going to really try to help her out, and we've already donated before. We're going to donate again. So great event. I got some golf shirts. I'll put a link. Golf shirts,
Yeah.
$45. Golf polos, they're very nice. Athletic fit, you see that seam right there?
Yes, sir.
Got our motto, be a good friend,
That's the breathable material, too.
Breathable, dry fit. Oh, yeah, we got a T-shirt. Oh, let's go over. Everyone got a T-shirt. You wear your T-shirt yet?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Amazon really came through. I'd like to thank my co-chairs, Omar and Miles. Omar works at Amazon. They were our technology sponsor, so they pretty much single-handedly saved it and sponsored the tournament, which was great.
Nice.
Sun Life came through and donated, and we're the hole-in-one. Westfield Bank was another hole-in-one. Doro
Yeah,
Breakfast.
Don't tell me about that hole-in-one again. Jen was mad I didn't make it.
know.
Oh, kid, I wanted 10 G's so bad.
You're like, honey, I'm going to go play golf, but don't worry. I'm going
Don't
to come
wor-
back with
yeah, don't worry.
$10,000.
I'm going to get a down payment for a car today. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Didn't
It's
work.
golf. I have 2 chances, hon. I might come back with 20 G's.
Yeah, no. I'm trash.
I don't think anyone came close.
Nah.
Yeah, Brignoli Vineyards, TKSP Studio, King of Dings, BHV Integrated Services, West Hartford Locke again, Lions Auto, Matney Law, the Byron family, TJ Hickey, Overflow. Did you try those Overflows?
Yes, I did.
Aren't those so good?
Delicious.
We did a workout there this morning. They're wonderful people. Shout out to Overflow, Ashley and Shauna. Maximum Beverage. That's going to lead me to my next event.
Nice.
Weehaw Brewing and Roasting and Drink Mechanics. Be a good friend and be a good golfer. Yeah, thank you for everyone that golfed. Save your date, 9/9/2023.
All right, yeah, I'm in.
It's going to be next Saturday. It's going to be September 9th.
I'm going to buy a lot of mulligans this time, though.
Yeah, our volunteer Molly came back with $300 cash selling mulligans.
Nice.
That was a huge hit.
Whoa.
And that came on
With
whim.
a winning score of 14 under,
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
He's a podcaster, episode 24, Josh.
Okay.
We're questioning you, Josh. 14 under.
I'm just saying the mullies might have been a lot of mullies.
He's just all of them.
Yeah.
Some woman that was playing with my wife Dorothy bought 20 mulligans for one hole. So it was great. Just a fun time.
Yeah.
Doro's breakfast was phenomenal.
Delicious.
You know, the Weehaw. So yeah, get into it. The Maximum Beverage did a whiskey tasting station, which was great. They're hosting their 9th annual whiskey tasting at Hartford Golf Club next Saturday, September 24th, 6 to 9:30. It's $100, but if you use code Feeney22, you get $10 off. Last year they wrote us. I had a Happy Gilmore check for 5 G's from Maximum Beverage. Dude, I was driving around with it in my car, crooked, just like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
And he was like, I kind of need my sign back. I was like, nah, you know, I want to drive like with the Happy Gilmore. And he came and delivered it on the 30th podcast. Special guest Matt comes in with the check, and then he had like a King Louis whiskey. Looked it up. It was like $900. Oh my goodness. So we tasted that. Dave and I, when Matt's leaving, we were like, he goes, no, I got to take that with me. We were like, what do you mean?
Yeah, $900.
We were like, but yeah, $900 King Louis the 30th or something.
Yeah.
But we hope to see all our friends that were golfing. There's going to be an email coming out. There's going to be 250 bourbons. Great event. We had a raffle last year. The raffle alone raised $600,
Nice.
and then they wrote a check for $5,000. So
Whoa.
great overall event.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we raised, what was it, $1,600 on raffles at the golf tournament. So
Nice.
and then another 400 with donations, mulligans,
Yep.
swag. Great time. So we went to photos. Is then another event. Let's see. We got the whiskey tasting, a Makerspace event. You did, yeah. We'd like to thank you personally. Thank you and Rick came through, and you were the musicians in the gazebo at the Elmwood Community Center.
No, and thanks for calling me. That was actually the first time I played live in years, and it was good to get me out. It was a little last minute, but it was a great time. Good day.
Yeah. The kids build with. You should see Makerspace is amazing. If you want to look up Kane's Arcade, a little kid who worked in his dad's garage, and you make things with claw machines, pinball machines, all with duct tape and cardboard. You give a kid duct tape and cardboard, you'd be amazed on what they can create.
Yes.
Kids, we just let them build. Don't give them any direction, just to say yes. What do you need? What do you need?
Yes.
And it's so creative, and you'll see some,
My dogs get creative with cardboard, too. You just see what they do.
October 15th. 1 to 3, Elmwood Community Center. What's your dog do with cardboard?
Tears it up and turns it into confetti.
Then we're doing a toy drive again on December 10th at Sock Stars. So we got some good things. We just touched on, we had a wonderful fundraiser on August 17th. It was Friends of Nicholas at the Yard Goats game. He's like a 7-year-old kid who had inoperable brain tumor. And we raised $5,000 for the family, and unfortunately, he just passed away. So we had a little moment of silence at the golf tournament, which was special. And the wake was today, and it's just
That's heavy.
Yeah. So cried, and the parents were very thankful. It was the last family event that they really did. They were surrounded by 220 friends and family and coworkers. The kid mustered up all his energy to make sure he went to this. We're always thinking of, Nicholas. We'll always be friends of Nicholas.
Absolutely.
And the Parenti family, you mean a lot. So, and thank you for everyone that went to the Yard Goats game. And it's a good cause, and we have fun, but sometimes it's heartbreaking and there's tragedy. That's what it's starting to wear on me. I lost a friend recently, Tadio. Yep. So, and then we recently lost Nicholas. It's heartbreaking tragedy. It starts to wear on you. So it may be all fun and games and fun events, but then there is it gets real.
It does, yeah.
And I just want to thank supporters and volunteers and friends. Absolutely. I wouldn't be possible with how I thanked all the friends, and it's based on the friends. I have some really good friends. You are a really good friend, talented musician and artist, and yeah, right. Speaking of athletics.
Oh, yeah. That's I'm not. This is a softball. There we go. I was looking a little bigger there. There's Todd right there.
Yeah, front and center. Man. Him and Juice are doing the knuckle thing.
Yep, I'm both
2 years
of them.
in a row.
2 years in a row.
Yeah, Tadio
Wow.
meant a lot to me, man.
I know he was a good dude, man.
And we recently lost him. But these are for you. I printed these out for you.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
So think of Todd. And
Absolutely.
my dude was like, he went here. We were at a Providence Friars game in Providence. He wears Georgetown.
Of course.
He goes down to the court and it's like, hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. And then like, that's him right
St.
there next to my
Patty's.
mom. He
Yup.
loved everything Irish. Had a
Yup.
big Irish tattoo.
He always had the sweatbands and the
Yep.
hat low. Yeah, that's him, man.
It's like we had a little moment of silence. He was in our fantasy football league. He was on our softball team. And we had like a moment of silence. And I wanted to say like things, but I like, you know, he was like, he loved Muggsy Bogues. He loved
Yes.
Ellis Burks. He loved the Mets.
Yep. Notre Dame.
Irish, anything Irish.
Anything
Notre
Irish.
Dame.
Yes.
Just had left-handed layups. Little guy.
Yeah.
He was like a little leprechaun, but could never block his shot.
Right.
Had
Right.
handles for days.
Exactly.
And just funny, sarcasm.
Yup.
Could be like a jerk, but funny. And I remember like, just want to share this one best laugh I think I've ever had. We had one with you we'll get into.
Oh, yeah,
I
no
think
doubt.
you know which one.
Yeah, I think I do.
And then with Tadio, though, we hung out all night. And he had a paper route, older, I don't know, maybe when after college, during college, but I was home for the weekend, help him with the Sunday papers. But we went out Saturday night. Instead of going to bed, we stayed up and did the paper route. Successfully. And then we go to Tower Grill
Yup.
on Freight Street.
I know where that is, yeah.
Classic
Yeah.
breakfast spot. And we're sitting here, right here, and the waitress comes up to us and like, we were talking, and I think sleep deprivation, deprivation kicked in.
Get silly.
And she said something, and we looked at her, and we just went, and I fell out on the thing, and we just laughed. We couldn't talk. We like tried to talk to her, and that memory will stick with me. Like we laughed so hard for absolutely no reason.
Once you start getting to that point, it's the laughing that keeps you going, and you just
Or we
can't
tried to hide it. We knew we wanted to be respectful, and he looked at me, and we were like,
And then it's
and
wrap.
just, oh my God, it's like I could think of that day. My mom has a good memory too. She's like, one day I look outside and you're just like beating the crap out of someone, throwing snow in his face and really beating him up. And you're like, Eric, leave that kid alone. What are you doing? And I go, it's all right, Todd. It's my friend Todd. That was like my introduction. We would beat him up because he came over from St. Margaret's and went to Willoughby freshman year. So he was new, fresh meat. So we kind of roughed him up. But then he became like one of my best friends, inseparable, playing NBA Live 97 all night long. So that was my dude. So I'm thinking of Todd. And
Absolutely.
I just wanted to share those thoughts. I don't know. What's our best laugh?
That was it watching Booty Call?
Booty Call. Oh, is Martin in that? Or who is in that?
Oh,
Booty Call. I want to feel like
I wanna say
Tommy Davidson's in that from
Think
Living Color.
So. And was it Martin?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, I think so.
Oh,
I don't remember
man.
exactly, but I just remember.
Dude, at your mom's house.
Yes. Oh my God, we were laughing hard.
It was like a bank robbery or something.
No, they were in a convenience store, and it was like, I think someone called the clerk Pakistani, but he was Indian, and the guy just pulls out a Uzi and just starts spraying everything, and we started.
That's right.
I don't know why it was so funny, but once you start going, you can't stop.
Oh, it was great.
It was ridiculous. Yeah.
That was a great laugh. That's go down in history too. Another great laugh. So yeah. All right, we got some games.
All right.
You got your phone on you?
Yeah.
We're gonna do this first game. All right. What minute are we? What minute are we, guys? 34 minutes with Feeney. We shoot for 40 minutes with Feeney, 50 minutes with Feeney.
Just gotta do.
We're here. Yeah. We're here for you, actually.
All right, bet.
Big show after this. I don't know if I mentioned it. Higgins and The General are performing live.
Yep.
Where'd you think of that name, Higgins and The General?
So Higgins and The General, there's some dudes my dad used to party with back in the day. He was friends with this guy, Red, who was a caretaker for a guy who he was deformed from the thalidomide. It was like a fertility drug back in the day. He was a cool, normal dude, but he was just, his hands weren't fully developed, and he was in a wheelchair. But my dad would party with Red, and his name was Higgins, okay? And then Higgins' best friend was another wheelchair-bound person, and his name was The General, nickname, whatever. So Higgins and The General. Now, how the name came about for a band, my sister and I were kicking out the idea of kicking it around of like making a band. And that we went to Yankee Stadium one day. Randy Johnson was on the mound and everything. We're just watching the game, and and I was telling the story about we went to a Yankees game back in the day with my dad, Red, Higgins, and The General. Higgins was reaching for his beer and knocked it over the mezzanine and fell on somebody, and then we were just like, ah! I think we bounced even, whatever. I just told that story, and my sister was like, that'd be a good band name. So, like, I swear it was like a month later, I went and got tattoos, Higgins and The General, and then we started writing songs, and we made a band, and been doing it on and off since then. That was like, I don't know, 2006, 2007, whatever it was.
Awesome. I love the Higgins and The General. I love this T-shirt. I had this. My wife's like, you have so many T-shirts. I'm like, hon, luckily I saved this shirt from 2007 because I have a podcast today in 2022, and I'm rocking it. I walk in, all the band members are like, whoa, we don't even have that.
The funniest thing ever was your birthday, your 40th. Your mom had all the free swag shirts throughout the years. She pulled out bags and bags of shirts. I mean,
Mr. Rogers, Rocky,
oh, man.
Clown me for crying during Rocky.
Yep.
She roasted me pretty good.
She got you.
She knows I love Mr. Rogers. Then she made one, I Love Mom. And me and her marching in a parade with Friends of Feeney. It's I Love Mom. I rock that sometimes, and people are like, dude, you're 40. What are you rocking?
Yeah.
Sure, I love my mom. All right, we'll put the pause on that phone game.
All right.
But this is another storytelling game. Matt Dix, Speak Up. You saw me do a Speak Up once?
the Moth. That was, it was similar to Moth.
Very similar.
Yeah, that was cool. That was great.
That was in New Haven.
Yep.
Mentioned the 2-point conversion in that one too, right?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I'll mention that all the time. So this is called First, Last, Best, Worst. It's a storytelling game. And we're going to do songs that you wrote. So you have 5 songs.
All right.
What's your first song that you wrote? The
Chocolate.
last song that you wrote? The best song and the worst song.
All right.
So we could, in any order, whenever you're ready, however you want to
All right. Well, I say,
it.
so Chocolate was the first song I ever wrote.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. I went to a breakfast with a couple friends. We went to this place, Bella Rosa's in Westville, across from New West over there.
Yep.
And I had, good breakfast, but then I was like, I never get dessert. I'm getting dessert today.
For breakfast?
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
And I got
Interesting choice.
triple chocolate mousse cake. Seen it. It was in the case there.
Did it blow your mind?
It blew my mind. It did. It did. And I went home that afternoon. I was like, yeah, I wrote a song in one day. It was the easiest song I ever wrote.
Did it come from heaven or 7-Eleven?
Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But yeah.
So I'm very excited. We're going to be recording that song, right? We're going to hear that song later.
Yeah, that's
so
on the
stick
list.
around. You're going to hear the chocolate song.
So that's
legendary chocolate song.
The legend. That's the one everyone always wants me to play, and that's the oldest one.
Okay.
That one I wrote in 2000, long time ago, 4 or 5. I don't know.
We'll put out a disclaimer. There are some maybe inappropriate words or.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we'll put that out there. Inappropriate.
It's about chocolate. So
Chocolate. Hello.
So, right. So that's the first one. The last song I've written is, it might be "Gotta Save Myself" because I haven't finished a song. I've got tons of stuff like in the works, but the last one I wrote was called, and that was probably 2010. It's called "Gotta Save Myself," and that one might be my favorite actually.
Will you be playing that one later?
Yes, we will. Yeah.
Okay. What was it again?
"Gotta Save Myself." Yeah.
Have I heard it?
Probably
You
not.
played it in Middletown or no?
No, I don't think so.
Gotta save myself.
Yeah, I might have.
Give me a little hook. Give me the hook.
The hook is gotta save myself. Loving you is bad for my health.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's your most recent. That's your last one.
Yeah.
And now best and worst.
Best and worst. The worst ones never get played again after they go out and fail. And you try to tune them up and make them better. And if they don't,
How do you know it fails? Like,
how do you know it fails? When that's when folks start getting drinks and stuff. And you just know it.
You feel it?
You just feel it and look around and this one's not hitting. So
You see a
I
couple
wrote a song
yawns.
called Toast that we didn't put enough effort in it. It was about being hungover, you know. But that was the worst.
Like you want to eat toast to help the hangover, or you're like toasted. You're toast.
Because
Toast is pretty good for a hangover, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, exactly.
A lot of butter.
Absolutely.
Is that in the song?
Yeah.
Toast. So you got a chocolate song and a toast song.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I'm getting away from the food songs. You know.
That's your worst one.
Yeah.
Best one. And it probably like picking a favorite child, right? How do you pick a favorite song?
I got to save myself.
Gotta save myself.
Because I wrote that with my sister Vicky, who's in the band, and you know, and yeah, we just worked on it more than the other one, so I like that one.
Yeah, Vicky was always talented too. Like
Absolutely.
in plays, great singer.
Yep.
Just what makes her a good friend? Vicky.
Makes her a good friend. Oh man, she's just been there forever. You know, like, and we've always just been cool. I don't know, we're easy with each other. It's just we don't have to put a lot of effort, and then there's times where we don't talk to each other for a while, but we never hold anything against each other. You know, like
How many children does she have now?
She's got one. Her daughter Gemma. Yeah.
Does your other sister have a lot of kids?
Yep, she's got kids. Yep, she's got 5. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Vicky's not the one with 5 kids.
No.
I knew that. And speaking of family, how's Mama Locke and Papa Locke?
Mama Locke, Papa Locke, they're doing well. They're down in Florida.
Are you gonna send them the link? Are they gonna watch this?
Oh, no doubt, of course. Yeah, I talked to my moms on the way up there.
Mama Locke, Papa Locke, I love you. I miss you. You were part of my childhood. Practically raised me. Just those, important people in my life growing up.
They're living that pool life right now.
Florida.
Newport Richey, Florida.
Nice.
Yeah, so
How often do they come up?
not often, but once or twice a year right now. I got to get down to visit them.
Have you ever been down there?
Not in years, so I got to get down and check them out. And then Missy and Doug are still doing well.
Nice.
They're doing great. And
Yeah, he gets around. He's doing a lot of traveling. Doug.
yeah, he's all over.
I see it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Best song? Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the song Budweiser Jesus?
Budweiser Jesus.
You're going to play that later?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Budweiser Jesus is based on a true story. One time we were running out of beer, and we were practicing for a gig. I said a blessing on an empty beer, and I actually made it multiply with fresh new Budweisers.
Oh, interesting.
My sister was there. She's seen it. It's a true.
And it's in the song.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
It's a storytelling song.
Well, I mean, it's just a song about the truth.
Truth.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, like you had to be there.
You had to be there.
I believe you.
Yeah. My sister was there. She's seen it.
She can vouch for it.
Yeah. No doubt.
And Vicky wouldn't lie.
No.
Budweiser Jesus.
Yeah. So like I'm not saying I'm Jesus, but I'm saying like I make miracles sometimes. Like that one time.
You have a really cool picture. When you say Budweiser Jesus, I think of the picture of like the Michelangelo picture of your dad handing you with the bear.
Yep. The drawing. Yeah.
Was it Michelangelo?
It was. Yeah.
What's that painting called?
It was like the creation of Adam, except.
Is that on the top of the Sistine Chapel or no?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I did. My father was God holding a Budweiser, and then I was Adam, and I was reaching for it.
Classic. And then you also have a really great Michelangelo the David
Yes.
painting.
That was another drawing. It was a pencil drawing.
Story though that goes with it.
Yeah.
At Southern Connecticut during an art festival.
Oh, that's right.
Share that. That's
so
fantastic.
so I did a drawing of the statue of David, but instead of the stone in his hand, I had him holding a Sig Sauer 40 Smith, and anyway, so he had a semi-automatic handgun. I was just trying to play up on the times and stuff. Anyway, so that was hanging up in the art building. I didn't have any glass over it. It was just kind of matted and stuff, and some jerk put bubble gum right on Adam's penis, and it kind of messed up the picture. I had
but
to
not
fix
blocking out the weapon, blocking out
the penis.
the penis.
Yeah.
Got offended by the penis.
Yeah, or just someone just wanted to deface it. I think it was just some jerk
With bubble gum, right?
bubble gum.
Yeah.
So I had to scrape it off and fix it. So what I did after that was I took the drawing of David off, and I drew another picture, but it was only like, I don't know, 4 by 4 inches, and I just drew just the penis. And I
left it there in
And
its
I hung
place.
it up at school for a couple
Like,
weeks.
here, you want to
Yeah.
deface mine
Yeah.
of something that you didn't like.
Right.
Well, here it is.
Well, here it is. And nobody touched that one for some reason.
I mean, it's like art. It's like the most famous painting,
Yeah.
David.
But, colleges are filled with young folks that...
Comedians don't even play at colleges anymore.
I know, that's another story. That's wild.
We'll get into that for another day. Yeah, David. That painting always made me feel like, I'm doing all right. You got any questions for me? Questions for Feeney?
No,
Recommendations?
I don't know. I'm just a little overwhelmed by everything. This is my first podcast.
You ready for trivia?
Well, I'll
the
tell you
bird
one
game?
thing. This is the second interview I've had.
Come on.
The last time I was interviewed was Jimmy Kimmel interviewed me.
Stop.
Yeah.
When? Where?
In 2013, Jen and I went to LA. We were visiting friends, so we went to go see a taping. And he does his monologue, right? And after the monologue, he's just standing in front of the camera. They have to build his set. So they're putting together his desk and stuff. We're in the studio audience, and I'm kind of like dead center, with Jen. And he starts rapping to the crowd just to kill time while they're doing that. So he's like, "Where's everyone coming from?" And I was like, "Oh, I raised my hand." Now earlier in the show, they had a guy doing a fluffer like a comedian, just getting the crowd ready.
Yep.
And he said there's a contest for like the best comment from the crowd wins like $200 in Omaha steaks. And I was like, I want them steaks, right? But I couldn't think of nothing funny, and this woman was really funny. I was like, well, I'm not gonna win. So anyway, during this thing, Jimmy's just like shooting the stuff, and I'm like, he's like, "Where's everyone from?" I said, "Oh, I'm from Connecticut," And he's like, "Wow, no kidding." He's like, "What do you do for work?" And then I'm like, "Oh crap, he's talking to me. Like, this is my hero. Like, Jimmy Kimmel is the man especially back then. I only had one TV station, and it was the one that he was on. So I watched a lot of Jimmy Kimmel. So like, anyway, so I'm like, holy crap, I'm talking to Jimmy Kimmel, and I told him, I do prosthetics and this and that. And we're rapping about it. And he's actually really interested in it. And I was like, oh, because he's like an artistic guy too. So we're doing that, and then Jimmy goes over and says to Guillermo, he's like, "Hey Guillermo, you're doing Zumba now. You trying to get with the ladies and make babies and stuff?" He's like, because if you need anyone to make you a better penis, I know someone who can do it, right? And I had a microphone in my hand at the time, and I said, "Yeah, Guillermo, I'll make you a copy of mine," right? And the crowd started dying, right? And I was like, oh, I looked around, I was like, whoa, what just happened, right? And then it went well, and then the guy, gave the microphone back, and everyone loved it. And then at the end of the show, they gave me the king of the crowd, they called it. I won the Omaha Steaks. I won $200 in Omaha Steaks, kid. You know what I mean? They came in the mail. They were delicious. It was awesome. Yeah. And then, but the people in the crowd, they thought I was a plant. They were like, "You work for the show, don't you?" I was like, "Hell no." They're like, "How did you keep so cool?" I was like, "I didn't. I felt like my head was going to fall off." Like the whole time I'm like talking to him, I'm like, "Oh my God," I'm a panic attack, but it was cool.
That was witty comebacks.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how it happened. It just did.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, Guillermo, if you still need one, got you, kid.
Guillermo, we'll send him the link. We'll find the minute. Jimmy Kimmel, get him on. Friends of Jimmy. All right, we got a trivia contest. We got some. All right. Where's your sister? Never mind. All right, we'll go quick.
Oh, fun fact about my sister. My bandmate, my sister, so Vicky was born on the same day. We have the same birthday, except I'm 3 years older than her. So
no
pretty
way.
wild. Yeah, March 24th.
And your mom's leap year baby, right?
Yeah, she's a leap year baby.
Yeah. So your mom's a leap year baby, and her two children share the same birthday.
Yeah. And I was born the same exact day as my cousin Seth. So we do 3-for-1 parties and stuff, which when you're younger, it kind of stunk, but
You're
now
like,
it's
man,
now
I gotta
it's
blow
easy.
the cake out with you.
Now we share the birthdays, and it's better. So.
All right, we're gonna fire away on these. How's your famous company tagline? Like, just do it.
All right, we'll give it a try. Nike.
Just do it.
Nike.
Because you're worth it.
That one
It's
I
a
don't
makeup
know.
one.
You need self-esteem for that one.
L'Oreal. Finger licking good.
KFC.
That was easy.
Staples.
You're in good hands.
Allstate.
I'm loving it.
McDonald's.
Happiest place on earth.
Disney.
Don't leave home without it.
Oh. Why don't I know that?
Don't leave home without
American
it.
Express, because I don't have one.
Think different.
Think different. No idea.
Apple. What's in your wallet?
Oh, that's Capital One.
Very good.
Samuel.
Bet you can't eat just one.
Pringles.
Have it your way.
Have it your way. Burger King.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Verizon.
Killed it. Give
Woo!
it up for D.
Not bad.
All right, so, you won something for that one.
Oh, okay, well, I win.
You won a free drink, an app at Weehaw Brewing and Roasting on
Yeah.
141 Shield Street in West Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay.
We got to get you to West Hartford.
I will, absolutely. Nice.
All right, we'll get you. Now, this is another one. Now we'll do the bird game, it's called.
All right.
It's, take out your phone, put it on speaker.
Okay.
I'm going to time you. You got to have the person on the other end make a bird sound.
Wait, so like put like recording?
Nope, you got to call someone. They got to pick up the phone.
Okay.
And you could say, hey, make a bird sound.
Okay.
Or I'm not going to give you any more hints, but it's got to be like a bird sound.
A bird call or a bird sound? Just any kind of.
Call or sound. We'll both do.
All right. Who's the good birder?
So I think we had like 32 seconds, 22 seconds. We had a 50-second.
Let me see if G Unit's got his phone.
Then you want to call someone dependable. That's going to.
Yo, Unit. Yo, I'm on a podcast, and I need you to do a bird call. Any bird call. Do you know any?
No.
Just anything? Come on, man.
It's funny because there's a bird tweeting out here right now.
How about a barred owl? Can you give me that?
No, I can't.
Damn. All right. Thanks for trying.
I
He
mean,
knows more about birds than anyone I know.
he couldn't give you a tweet or like
I want to know who cooks for who.
what's that? Is that a
the
barred
barred
owl?
owl? Yeah. Come on, kid.
Or who?
Who? All right.
Yeah, you want to call someone you could pick up. So number one, he's a dependable friend. He picked up.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I thought he knew birds.
He does know birds. He knows more about birds than anyone I know. All right, here we go. I'm calling. This is a rando.
Who is it?
It's my boy. It's not random. It's just random that I'm calling him. My boy Jamie. He was one of the founding members of Higgins and The General. He's too busy. He's out jet setting.
He's like, yo, it's Saturday.
Nope.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Jamie, what up, man? Hey,
How you doing?
I got some weird stuff going on right now. I'm actually recording on a podcast, and it's a little game we're playing, and I need someone to do a bird sound. Any bird sound. It doesn't have to be a good one, but I just need you to make a bird sound, man. Do you know the barred owl?
I don't know. How about
Yeah,
Boom,
that's
boom.
what I'm talking about, Ken. Yes.
Call.
what do I win?
What is
Oh,
he
yeah.
win?
$5 nickels to Gastro Park. It's a food truck park in
You got
West Hartford.
$5 at a food truck, dude.
Beautiful. Thanks, man.
No problem. Hey, Jamie, I'll get up with you soon. Thank you very much, man.
All right, cool, man.
Later.
All right. What was the sound? Oh,
Caw.
yeah. Is that a crow? That's got to be a crow.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
All right, so I got them for all your members of the band.
All
This is
right.
sponsored. We had one of our best fundraisers ever, Stanley from The Office.
Oh,
David
yeah.
Leslie Baker.
He's the
Showed
man.
up $10,000. He signed like 22 people. We had a line around the door. He nonstop signing and pictures. So we got a nickel for Jamie, a nickel for you, a nickel for Vicky, a nickel for Rick,
And Joe.
and Joe. So those are your nickels.
Joe.
Gastro
Hot
Park, we
nickels.
got to get you in Hot Nicks.
Yep.
We've never had one actually pick up and go, no, I can't make a bird sound. G Unit, Garrett. Gee, we got to talk to him later.
No doubt. Yeah.
Can't make a bird sound?
He can.
He's messing with you.
He's under the pressure.
Love it. All right, so we got another game. We got Incoherent
Yep.
or Crazy Questions, sponsored by Donut Crazy.
Okay.
Which one you want?
Let's do some crazy questions.
All right, Crazy Questions, sponsored by Donut Crazy, episode 10, Irene. And these are for kids, by kids. Crazy Questions. What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal, dogs.
What's your favorite donut?
Favorite donut, Boston cream, no doubt. Come on now.
What's your favorite color?
Favorite color, gotta be turquoise.
Would you rather be a dog or a cat?
Well, I'd rather be a dog or a cat. I'd rather be a cat, but I'd rather hang with dogs. But I love cats too, but
Would you rather be a cookie or a brownie?
Cookie or brown cookie?
Would you rather eat apple pie or pumpkin pie?
Apple.
Would you rather be too hot or too cold?
Hot.
Would you rather be able to fly or read minds?
Fly.
How old are you?
44.
What's your favorite car?
My favorite car? I don't have a favorite. Well, like that I've owned or that I want.
Anything.
My favorite car was a 1998 Acura Integra LS that was stolen from me. That
Where?
was my favorite car.
And you also got a bike stolen from you,
I
too.
got so many things stolen. And my apartment got broke into,
Oh
man.
my-
in New Haven.
Over by Christopher Martin's?
Yeah,
That one?
yeah.
Oh, the bike thing was hard.
That was
hard.
well because I just
I think we had a moment of silence.
because I
for that
just
bike.
got a bicycle because my car was stolen, and then they stole my bicycle.
That's right.
And then it was. Man, I
was
did
one of
a
those-
GoFundMe so I could buy a 10-speed. That was, I think, when I was 31. That was like the worst year of my life, kid. It was bad. It's bad news.
I love that we can laugh about it now. But I was there for that. And you're
Yeah,
just.
no doubt.
I hate
Can
the
you help me?
follow up.
Can you help me buy a 10-speed so I can go to work?
I swear, I'm not even doing
Yo,
this. This
kid.
is the next question. How much money do you have?
Let me
Like
tell you-
meant to be.
Let me tell you, the first song on the set list is called "I Ain't Poor, I'm Just Broke."
You're gonna lead off with that?
Oh, actually, well,
If
I
this
mean,
was a
right now,
Super Bowl,
no,
that
right
would've
now,
been
I have like I don't know $352. I just check because I always have to check before I like buy things.
Pawn shop. Gotta get the
No, pawn shop lifestyle.
Pawn
kid.
shop.
You're a starving artist, kid.
Oh yeah, we play another game. What's in your pocket or what's on your feet?
All right,
Which one do you want to
in
do?
I'll do my pocket. Okay, I got my wallet, and I always have a chapstick, and I always have 7 guitar picks. I don't know why, because 7's my lucky number, and then you always need extra guitar picks.
7. Any time of the week, going to school, going to work. Going to work.
Yeah, it's not like Super Sisters or
No,
nothing.
it's just 7.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh my goodness, pawn shop. Dude. I love it. How much money you have was the next question. Would you rather have friends or family?
Oh, well, I mean, it depends, because a lot of times friends are like family. So, I think a lot of times they could be the same.
Do you know Feeney?
Yes, I know Feeney.
What's your favorite Harry Potter character?
Favorite? I didn't do the whole Harry Potter thing, man. Dumbledore? Is that a character?
Yep, Dumbledore. Oh, that's great. Would you rather be too tall or too short?
You know that one. Too tall. I'd rather be too tall.
Too tall. Living that. How's the air down there?
Yeah.
You living that under 6 foot life.
I mean, the air's cooler down here, but.
What's your favorite emoji?
Favorite emoji? Thumbs up. Or actually, nah. You know what? I like the blast one. It's like pow. I use that one.
Oh, the firework, the
Yeah.
crack, boom, like
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Who's your favorite superhero?
Favorite superhero?
Or what would, if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Definitely flying.
Flying.
Hell yeah, man.
Would you rather have an extra finger or an extra toe?
Finger. I play better guitar.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you rather break your arm or your leg?
Arm. Oof.
Yeah, you had a
Leg.
bad injury, right?
Actually, leg, yeah.
What did you have a bad
I
injury of?
broke my wrist back in the day when I was in 7th grade. I almost lost my finger.
I thought you had a football injury that was kind of.
My knee, yeah, I sprained my knee. But it wasn't the worst one, but it definitely was bad timing for the season. But yeah, I almost lost my finger on a chop saw. It's like my guitar finger too. They got a nice zipper there.
You gotta be careful with those.
Yeah, man.
These are just. I'm still getting over that. Was hilarious. Do you like buffalo sauce or sweet and sour sauce?
Buffalo. But let me tell you, I make wings.
Ooh, okay,
I used
go
to
on.
I used to work at the Scoreboard restaurant
Where?
in the Berry.
Waterbury.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I was the wing guy, so I still make some good wings. Buffalo, I got a new thing though, kid. Check it out. A little barbecue sauce, right? Mm-hmm. Throw them back. Well, first you cook them low and slow on the grill. Barbecue sauce, throw them on. And then it coats it, it sticks to it. And then you throw them in the buffalo sauce after that. So you get buffalo plus barbecue.
That's like, I think that's like Jay Tim's thing. I know they call those dirt wings.
No, that's D Locke's thing. Okay, I just invented it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Would you rather eat pizza that tastes like ice cream or ice cream that tastes like pizza?
Those are like my two favorite things too, and I'm gonna have to say I would rather have pizza that tastes like ice cream.
Would you rather have money and be ugly or poor and be cute? I love this kid.
I'll take the money, kid, because I'm already ugly.
Be like, hey, money can't buy happiness, but it could buy a lot of things. I'm ugly. You ever hear that one? It's like your mom's, you're so ugly. You go up to the bank and say, put the money in the bag. It was like an old commercial. You just look at, put the money in the bag. Do you have kids?
No, I have 2 dogs and a cat.
2 dogs and a cat?
Yeah,
now?
I got a
what are your
cat.
cats and dogs' names?
Well, Kalijah is like 8 years old now. He's an anxious boxer mutt. And then we got Clementine. That was our pandemic puppy, and she's 2 years old now, and she's a pit bull, and she's loads of fun, lots of sweet. And then our new cat we just got, and the damn cat gave me ringworm. So I got ringworm.
Stay away.
Anyway, but the cat's name's Garbanzo. It's got like it's got extra toes and stuff. It's cute. Yeah, we call him.
Bonzo bean?
Yeah, we call him Bonzo.
Is it like Carligino, like C from...
Yeah, well, they
From the
gave
Bronx
it.
Tale?
It came with the name from the vet where we adopted it because the extra toes look like little beans.
Gotcha.
So they called it Garbanzo, but I was like, Bonzo, that's my boy. I like it. So we kept the name.
No, the other guy is Caligino.
Oh, Cologino.
Yeah, is that what's your dog's name?
Clementine.
And the other one is?
Oh, Kalijah. It's Kalijah. It's a Hank Williams song.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sing it right now. I won't do justice. But
Do you have a favorite song?
do I have a favorite song? No, but can I do one? One time you asked me my Desert Island song. I know that now. I thought about it. It's a song by Gladstone Anderson. He's a reggae guy. The song's called "If I Only Had Time," and it's an instrumental. And I could listen to that on a loop on an island forever.
I got to write that down. I'm going to listen to it. What is it?
If I Only Had Time.
Oh, boy, that's funny. I only had time. Who is it by?
Gladstone Anderson. Yeah, that's a good tune.
What year?
I don't know. It's an older tune, though.
Dude, I remember trying to do You Let Me Sing back in the day. No Woman, No Cry.
Yeah. The Fugees version.
I was going to practice and maybe get a redemption song,
I
but
think we're good.
no. Then I know a Cat Stevens song.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk fantasy football. How you going to do this year?
I'm going to win. I'm 1-0 already. I already beat Jimmy. So,
Scrub.
you know what I'm saying?
Defending champ.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
I picked, by the way, world, I picked T. Higgins in the first round because I wanted to secure the name Higgins and The Jefferson. So,
Oh, you did it for name status only.
yeah, no doubt.
Higgins and the Jefferson.
Yeah, I got to get this one.
Because you had Justin Jefferson keeper.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Killed it last week.
Killed it.
So let's go down the list of, Jimmy in the league. Let's talk some smack. Jimmy got lucky last year.
Oh, no doubt.
I should have won. I had Cooper Kupp.
You should have won.
I had the best season of the year ever.
Yep.
The last game, Javar Chase puts up 75 points
not even fair.
single-handedly.
It's not even
beat
fair.
me.
Yeah.
Javar Chase.
Nah.
Fantasy football. Yeah, you imaginary teams, imaginary coaches, but it keeps us together and, keeps our friendship together. And
Exactly.
I see you once a year at the draft.
I
pretty
know.
much.
I know.
So I'm really happy to see
well,
you.
this year we're breaking records. And
I know.
Maybe we could keep it up.
I'm very happy. Jimmy's a bum. I just beat BG,
Nice. Good.
another bum.
Another bum.
I finished second 2 years in a row.
You know who won his first game? Leon.
Come on. I didn't
think
even
so.
see that.
Yeah, I think so.
Who did he beat, you think?
I forgot who he beat, but
All the names are kind of weird now. I don't know who's who.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, White Rich is coming on the podcast.
Good.
He's Master Sergeant Troy from the Army National Guard.
Sergeant Major Troy.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's a Sergeant Major now.
Ooh.
That's wild.
No disrespect. Sorry. You make me do 10 push-ups next time I see you.
No doubt. Smoke him.
Smoke. Down in front. Or no,
Yeah.
wait.
Oh, speaking of funny stories, the funny story with basic training with you was we were doing push-ups. We're doing PT in a they called it a drill shed floor. It was just like, you know, essentially wood chips and stuff, and you're doing PT and there's like 120 of us, and you know, Feeney was talking to someone, and then the drill sergeant comes up to her and he's like, Feeney, get down and give me 20 push-ups. So Feeney goes like this and brushes himself off before he gets on the ground. The drill sergeant lost his mind. And then he made 120 people get down and do push-ups because Feeney was like brushing himself off.
And I don't think I did them either. So that made it even worse.
They made you watch.
I stood.
They made you
so
watch.
People are giving me the stink
And
eye.
we're doing the push-ups, and you got 120 eyes looking at you.
I did not make any friends that day. Friends of Feeney were not in place.
There was no friends of Feeney that day.
I remember. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I still remember that. Oh, brutal.
That was my favorite. Yeah. Oh, that was
And you were probably like, oh my God, I know this guy.
yeah.
People are gonna know I know this guy.
Because like at that point, I could do 1,000 push-ups. It didn't bother me, but like I was like, oh, he's in trouble on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I had once when you did when you ran in front, you wore the vest to stop
Yeah,
traffic.
the road guard.
The road guard.
Yeah.
And one day I had it on, or me and my buddy had it on, and we hopped up from push-ups, and he still had it on his head, and he's like stood up with it on his head, and I laughed. And the guy came over and was like, "What are you so funny?" And I laughed again because I just couldn't help it. And he's like, "Feeney, me and you are gonna be best friends." And he looked at me with a killer look, and I was like, "Okay, yes, Sergeant."
Oh, that's great.
Then I slept in one time. I was like, guys, give me 5 more minutes. Guy came in. Dude, off the top bunk, I roll in doing push-ups mid-air, hit the ground and just pushed all day long. Pushed.
Oh, God.
Army. A lot of lessons learned in the Army.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very glad I joined the National Guard.
Yeah, that was a good time.
And I'm glad that you went, too, because I had a familiar face.
Yep. Same. Yeah.
Remember the guy, our recruiter, was like, yeah, you could bring your guitar.
Oh, yeah. He
Yeah,
told me
it's
I
gonna
could
be
bring
great.
my guitar to basic training. Hell no, you couldn't bring nothing. I couldn't even bring my hair.
Or sneakers. Yeah.
Sneakers, yeah, you know
They're
what I
like,
mean?
zzz,
Yeah, no doubt.
hair's gone.
Yeah, our recruiter, the governor's brother,
Hank Rowland.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, my
He
God.
saw us coming.
Suckers.
I joined the Army because I wanted to skip class, kid. I wanted to skip class, and then I went and took the ASVAB, and then I ended up joining the Army.
No, I got caught on a hall sweep. And they were like, secure the halls. Whoever was in the hallway would have got in trouble.
Yeah.
And I saw like there was a recruiting thing going on, and I saw you, Angela, and Christine go in, and I'm like,
No.
let me dip in and show interest. What's going on in here, guys? Army
That's how we
thing.
joined the Army. All of us trying to get out of class.
I was
or
like,
trouble.
then I got the pass to go back. They're like, oh, you were in the meeting
Yeah.
at a recruiter's.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I got my
See?
pass. I'm late.
I'm legit. Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it.
That's hilarious. I didn't realize that's how he got you in the room.
I was like, oh, I see 3 people I know.
I mean, the other reason is because I didn't really apply myself fully in high school, and I didn't have any scholarships or whatever the hell that was.
No, easily single-handedly helped me pay for school.
Oh, absolutely.
GI Bill.
Yeah. No doubt.
Tuition waived.
I only had to take out, like, I think at the most, like $10,000 loan the whole time I was in school because of that. So, you know, it helped a lot.
Discipline. I hope to say that I learned a little bit of discipline, you know, the hard way.
Yeah, all the good stuff, right?
Laughing in someone's face.
Yeah.
Oh, that brushing someone off.
Oh, goodness.
Classic Feeney.
Yep.
All right, favorite teacher, favorite friend. You've supported Friends of Feeney at the Makerspace event. Oh, yeah, you mentioned, like, people. So here's another, Gastro Park, sponsored by Gastro Park.
Yeah.
What's your favorite restaurant, like, to eat at?
My
anywhere?
favorite is Modern Pete's.
Oh, Modern Pizza.
Yeah.
What would you score it?
I would score it a 10.
Really?
Well, because it's my favorite. You know what I mean? That's my joint. Like, whatever is your joint, that's your 10. That's the way I see it. I'm not going to... Nobody knows what's the best pizza.
What's your
in the
pizza
world.
of choice there?
My pizza of choice. I mean, I like anything. I'll usually do like a cheese, like a plain cheese or a pepperoni, whatever I'm in the mood for. But I'll eat anything on a pizza. Sometimes I get a veggie bomb. Sometimes I get mushroom and onions. I don't know. I love pizza, dude.
You got a second favorite pizza spot?
Second favorite pizza spot.
Just to put it in comparison.
I like bar pizza too. Cause everyone's like, oh, Pepe's and Sally's. I haven't had Sally's recent enough to know if I still like it because I went there and the service was terrible. But I think they're under new management, so I'll mess with Sally's next. But yeah, bar.
Yeah, from my house, I can walk to a Pepe's, and pretty soon I'll be able to walk the other direction to a Sally, right across from West Farms
Sally's
Malls.
is doing chains now?
Yeah.
Oh, kid, nice.
I don't know if that's a good thing because
I don't either. I don't know.
the
Who knows?
Pepe's. I'm so used to going to New Haven Pepe's,
Yeah.
and they are grandfathered in with their old wood stove.
Yep.
Where they can't
Well, I
make
think-
it now.
isn't it coal?
They can't recreate. Excuse me, coal.
Yeah, they burn coal. Yeah.
They can't recreate it based on laws now.
But you
so
know what
it
it
doesn't
is?
crisp the bottom like
You
that.
know what it is? The Fairfield one got better over time.
Yeah.
It does. I think the ovens
gets-
have to season. Because the Fairfield one is actually good.
Yeah, the
now,
casino one wasn't that
but-
good.
right. It takes a while.
Season.
It takes a
Gotcha.
while.
Gotta have that.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, if I'm going for Pepe's, the New Haven's the one I want.
And then bar pizza, mashed potato pizza.
Yeah, because
at bar.
You know what? Here's my thing. Modern is my favorite. But if I'm going with a large group, go to bar because that's like they got just a better spot for that, and the pizza's
Hang
still
out.
good.
Yeah.
If I'm going for a clams pizza, that's where I go to Pepe's.
Pepe's, white pie.
Exactly. So.
Abates, you ever try abates?
Abates is dope.
Hidden gem.
It is a hidden gem because there's no line
Never.
compared to the other joints, and
Yep.
it's just as good.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then Libby's Ice. Libby's Ice
And
just
then
got
Libby's is right there.
they just
You
got
get
like
your-
funded or got a grant. They got a whole makeover now. It was on the news.
Yep.
You been there since the new?
I saw when it was happening,
Very cool,
because
yeah.
I went down for an Italian ice, and I was like, it was shut down. So
Yeah, I miss New Haven. Good old days in New Haven. We went to Southern. I met my wife Nicole,
yep.
and then we lived on Alden Ave in Westville. Westville pizza.
Yeah, Westville.
Never had that pizza in the daytime though, for some reason. But
No,
at
but
night,
at night
late night, best pizza in the world.
Waited in line there so many times at those cheesy paintings of Venice. The gondola dudes. And
Yup,
stuff. Yeah,
yup.
no doubt.
Westville pizza. Jeff at Westville, you know Jeff? Know that story? Well, not podcast appropriate.
No, yeah,
I could tell it right now,
Yeah,
but I won't. He's on the fantasy football team,
No doubt.
or fantasy league. So yeah, Rich Troy, Sergeant Major.
Sergeant Major kid.
Good for him.
Absolutely. He works hard at it.
No, I love that group. They all stink in fantasy football, but they're all really good people.
Absolutely.
All right, so you're at Modern.
Yeah.
You could eat with 4 people in the world, dead or alive. Who are going to be 4 dinner guests?
All right. Let me see. Now it's just am I gonna get in trouble if Jen ain't coming?
That's between you and her.
All right, Jen will be there,
I mean,
and then
is she going to listen to the podcast?
yeah, no doubt.
Jen.
So Jen is there, and then it'll be James Brown and Sharon Jones. Those
All
are
right.
those are my
So-
2 favorites.
Say we throw in another one,
Say we throw another one.
because you get 4. You only gave me 3.
Oh,
You
because
get 4 guests.
4 guests. All right,
Not
James
including
Brown,
yourself.
James Brown, Sharon Jones, Jen, and then who's my 4th guest? Oh, it's got to be someone wild. And who think like pizza? Oh no. Yeah, that sounded good. 4th guest. I'll just keep it all musician. I want to see what Jimi Hendrix orders.
Lefty.
I'm curious.
He's a lefty.
Yeah, I'm curious
What
about
about that time, Chicopee, Mass?
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is this. I wanted to talk about this.
You really?
Yeah.
Chicopee, Mass.
I know what you're gonna say.
The hands down best karaoke I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Go on.
So that was the Hookie Low.
Yes.
The Hookie Low in Chicopee, Massachusetts. I had consumed the maximum amount of zombies as you're allowed to have, which was 2. But then, I mean, they didn't say how many Budweisers you could have after you had the 2 zombies. So anyway, so we're having a good old time. People are doing karaoke, and I remember Angela did a song because she could sing, so it was good, really great. And I was like, finally got enough. I don't think I'd ever done karaoke before. That was new to me then.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, what? I signed up for a James Brown song. I did Sex Machine. So I'm up there doing it, get on up. And I'm reading the monitor, get on up, And then the monitor goes out. And I'm like, I don't know these lyrics. So I just started going, get on up. Hookie Loud. I started just riffing and just like, what up, Hookie Loud, get on up, and then just start riffing like that. And everyone got into it. And actually, Angela could actually sing, but they were cheering for me more than they were cheering for her. I was like, oh, I felt bad, but But like that right there, kid.
No, you stole the show. You were like the entertainment.
Well, that right.
Did you do a split? I think you did a split.
I
too.
think I did. And that right there, though, kid, that was it. Like that experience is what made me want to play music and perform.
Put you on
and
to be.
That was like right there. I was like hooked. It was the
That's why
Hookie
you're
Loud.
here now.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks to the Hookie Lao.
Yep. Chicopee, Massachusetts.
Cheers to the Hookie Lao.
Get on up.
We were coming from. Why were we drilling there? We were going.
We were taking paramedic classes over at the Air Force base.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah, we were nationally certified EMTs.
Yeah, exactly. I did get to do some cool stuff with the medic stuff. You know, like
I gave an IV in a moving Humvee. That's like my claim to fame.
I gave an IV like to a person that was passed out. That was cool. Like it was like stress. It was scary and stressful, but it was fun.
And then in the morning before a PT test, everyone wanted the IV because we all went out the night before. And
Yep.
an IV is like the best thing.
Oh hell yeah!
Fix IV, they're a
Yep.
sponsor. This Erin Fox, she runs Fix IV, and they'll do in West Hartford. You can go get IVs.
Do they
now.
do the banana bags with the prenatal vitamins?
Oh, what's that?
That's it's potassium, and it turns the bag yellow. And it's it's for women to but for when they're pregnant. But like you could do it because it gives you like it boosts your energy.
I got it. It cools you
yeah.
from head to toe.
It's great. The banana bag.
I gotta ask for that.
Yeah,
we
no
do.
doubt.
I've done the B12 shot. I've done a lot of over there, but yeah, IVs.
Yeah, when I was a medic over in Hungary, we were at an aid station. I actually performed half a vasectomy on a man. That was wild.
Dude, how about the time? Were you there when we used to go to the West Haven VA
Yes,
and you fed the catheter?
that was. Oh my God, that's
6 feet. It was like this much of catheter, and you were just
kid.
holding this man's and just feeding it.
feeding it and feeding
and
it
feeding
and
it
feeding
and
it. I
feeding
know,
it.
yo, no doubt, yeah.
And the guy was like, and then one of the old, some of those patients were in some tough shape.
It is, yeah, depending on what floor
Sometimes
you're
I
on.
just chatted. They love to just talk.
Exactly.
I like that part.
Me too. That's
I remember walking down the hallway. They were like, "Oh, watch out! There's blood on the floor.
yeah.
It's also HIV infected."
Right.
We were like, "Oh!"
And then we saw the guy like walking in the way. We're like, "Oh, yo, yeah."
Or like, he scratched himself. Or one
Yeah.
dude had like poop in his fingernails and in his
Yeah.
eyelashes, and you're just like,
Well, I tell you, like that's why it was good that we did the medic thing in the Army because I learned that ain't my thing. I'm all set with all that. Yeah.
or the bed sore. I remember taking cotton balls,
Yep.
like this much wad of cotton out of someone's bed sore,
Oh, it's sad.
and replacing
It's
it with
so sad. I
clean
know.
one.
I know. I give so much respect to the nursing staffs. Like seriously.
No, I love joining the National Guard. The James Brown put you here today,
Yeah.
and now you're
Yeah,
a
that was.
singer.
I'm glad you brought it up because
Classic. And who was the other? There was another singer that I don't think I recognized that would be in your dinner date.
Oh, Sharon Jones.
Yeah, who's that?
Sharon Jones is one of my favorite artists. She's a soul singer. So her favorite was James Brown. She started in the early 2000s, played a lot of soul music with this record label called Daptone, and they recreate that 60s sound. You know, they use all vintage gear, and it's just that really, but it's new songs. So
Okay.
they bring the modern world and everything into it, but it's just that vintage sound.
Like an old but she likes James Brown. Because
Oh,
my
yeah.
daughter likes this guy. It almost sounds like an Amy Winehouse, but she's
well,
not.
the band that did Amy Winehouse's music was Sharon Jones's band. So there you go.
Okay. Might be her.
Yep.
All right, so we're getting right into this concert. I'm really excited. We're here at Direct Line Media, 11 Sycamore Way, in Branford, Connecticut. I'm here with Dylan Locke, a good friend. This is episode 58 of Feeney Talks with Friends. It's been an amazing podcast to shoot and just catch up with my boy. We have done this with the mic on or mic off, so I'm really glad to catch
doubt.
up. Hopefully
Absolutely.
you enjoy the episode. We got a good laugh. Always have a good laugh with you. D-Lock, anything you like to share about what we're about to see? Anything you share or recommendations or questions? Closing remarks?
Closing remarks. Enjoy the show. And thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm really excited. Chocolate is definitely a classic.
I hope I do justice.
Budweiser, Jesus, I know.
I'll do my best.
I ain't broke.
No, I ain't poor.
Do you have something you can't afford the O and the R? You're just Poe?
I used to sing it like that, but I'm afraid of getting canceled. I ain't poor.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's like a running joke. You can't afford the O and the R or something.
I never heard that.
So we did crazy questions. Recommendations? I don't know. You see the Mateo? Oh, you don't have cable. Who am I talking to?
I got cable now.
Manti Teo
Yeah, it was
documentary
great.
on Netflix.
I did. It was great.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really. Terminal List on Amazon.
Not yet.
Great. Overflow. I want to shout them out again. Overflow. Those drinks and teas.
Oh, yeah.
You should try their protein drinks.
I had the passion one and I had the blow pop at the event. It was awesome. It was
There's
so good.
some more gift cards for that.
Thank
And also shout out to the band. We're here with a band.
Yes.
But I also want to shout out the band that played at the golf tournament, the 06. Elijah, Dominic, Mason, and this guy's going to kill me. Bill. Oh, I should know. I'm sorry.
Right on the back of the card, bro. Come on.
Elijah. He's going to kill me. But Dominic was my former student.
Well,
And-
I saw them play last week, and I tell you right now, they are tight.
Yeah,
They
so
are
good.
Tight.
Yeah, they played that Tribe Called Quest beat,
Yep, no doubt.
which I guess is a classic jazz song.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank you for coming on. We're really excited. We're first time. We usually tape in West Hartford on 141 Shield Street at the Weehaw Brewing and Roasting, but we're here in Brantford. We're
Great
really
facility.
excited.
Yep.
We're going to hear a good show, a good sound. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Owen. Thank you, Dave. Just really excited about this. Thank you for everybody that's watching. Thank you for my sponsors, The Fix, Keating Agency, Gastro Park, West Hartford Locke, Weehaw Brewing and Roasting, and Donut Crazy. Look out for us at the Makerspace event and the Weehaw whiskey tasting. Matt Whitney's a good guest. We did brown bag in it. It's almost like you put a brown bag over wine, you pour it, and you like taste it. He's good too. He'll know the price, where it's from, and what kind of wine it is.
Whoa.
It's impressive.
That is impressive.
So you go brown bagging it, Maximum Beverage. He puts out these little clips, and they're funny.
Yeah.
So shout out to Maximum Beverage. I can't believe it. Pepper Johnson, dude. This is the Pepper Johnson episode, 58. Or is he
Carl
Carl?
Banks, kid.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
58's Carl Banks.
Oh, my God. I said Carl Peppers. I'm never going to live that down.
No.
I'm still jacking it up. So we're very excited. We're going to keep going. This is 58. Be a good friend. Pick up trash that's not yours. Hold the door. Give a compliment.
That's
and
right.
be charitable.
That's it. I've been just trying to be good, you know. Times are crazy. Just try to be good. That's it.
And we usually play this game called Incoherent, but due to time, this is played at Weehaw Brewing and Roasting. Great game. Check it out. This is the kid-friendly one.
Nice.
Maybe we'll try one.
All right, we'll do one.
You say it out loud, and it'll make sense. It's like a game of gibberish.
Okay. Glow rock swipes.
Yep.
Glow
You clean the
rocks.
counters with these.
Glow rock swipes. Glow rock. Clorox wipes.
Boom. All right, we'll do. Oh, come on, we're on a roll.
Oh yeah. Mowing salon. Mowing salon. Oh,
I hear it.
Mowing salon.
Chopping grass.
Mowing the lawn. Ah,
Boom, boom,
yeah.
boom,
boom. Internet rolls. Internet rolls.
Online bullies.
Internet trolls.
So they got, this is the kid-friendly
That's
one
cool.
again.
That's cool.
We'll do the last one.
Picking the bottom.
SpongeBob.
Picking the. I don't know SpongeBob.
Where does he live?
In the water, in the ocean.
Bikini Bottom, bro.
I wouldn't have known that, kid. I never seen on SpongeBob.
Well, so I think we're done here, bro. It
All right. Well,
was wonderful talking
good
with
talk, man. Absolutely. Good times.
you. On 3, we're going to say be a good friend.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Be a
good
good
friend.
friend.
Higgins and The General.
Chasing me around, trying to make it my way.
God save myself.
All right, wanna do this?
I ain't poor. Work real hard. All they know. Working real hard for all this vision. Really been down to me. It's like a joke. I ain't poor. Just broke. Driving car, got me a nice pimp coat and a decent guitar. But whenever it comes time to pay, joke. I ain't poor, just broke. Make it roll, baby. Love my baby, so good to me. Love my baby. But she spend all my money. If you wanna sit back and have a smoke, I ain't ballin' just broke. Want my money, like to man too. People been looking for my car, cause my baby's a overdue. What you gonna do now? I ain't poor. Poor. Oh, Montana. I ain't poor. Just poor. Woo! This next song is based on true events. I
All right, right now we're gonna do an Al Green joint. We got one more joint tonight. Just to introduce the band for you. On drums, we got Joe Shalla hitting the skins. You know what I'm saying? I know one thing. Joe likes to bang on the drum all day. All day. Rick on bass. Rick is the best bass face in the business. That's BASSFASS. I've been known. And then we got my sister, Victoria, Queen Victoria, Vixen. She was born on the same day as me, March 24th, except we were born 3 years apart. Crazy, right? True story. True story. And I'm Dylan, D-Locke, The General, whatever the fuck you want to call me. All right, so chop, that's all we got left, right? All right, this right here is the first song I've ever written. First song I wrote, and it's about something very near and dear to my heart and to everybody's heart. Matter of fact, I think that I don't know where this world will be without it. Chocolate, I like it anyway. Any time of day. Chocolate, chocolate, in the mousse cake. It'll make your body shake for more chocolate. Chocolate in a candy bar or with peanut butter. Chocolate. It'll take away your pain, it'll make you go insane. It's confectionery madness made with sugar cane. Helps you unwind, truffle feeling as you ride. The flavor of the shit will fucking blow your mind. I like it 'cause it's sweet, makes up a good treat. Sometimes it makes me horny and I'll be happy and think of chocolate. I think you came from heaven, 7-Eleven. Doesn't matter 'cause you're chocolate. Chocolate, you take away my gravity, cause me cavity. Chocolate.